with the headlines and everything going on, Dallas wants to buy you out and rebrand.
Police tell us they're investigating this as a targeted home invasion. This was no random robbery.
I woke up to give me the briefcase. And as I was rolling over, 3 more guys walked around. One guy actually said, "Should we shoot him?"
Hey, Anthony, how you doing?
Good, buddy. How are you? Can you wire my whole place up with audio and video?
Yeah, of course.
Holy cow. It's like a brand new watch. What's up, buddy?
Oh, man, how you doing, dude? This right here, though, too. Goddamn.
You really want it?
This
I
one?
want to know.
Yeah, I really want to know. You have 2 of them. Yeah.
One's
And
mine.
That's yours.
I can't sell
okay,
mine.
I know you're not selling.
I'm not selling mine.
Don't bring 2 watches.
But
over
hey,
here
if
and
you
not
here,
be
I'll tell you
willing to
this.
give me one for
I'll
life.
tell you this though. If you take it, you gotta wear it to the Masters next week.
Of course, this is
Only-
Masters. It's green.
It's a thing of beauty.
This exact crisis that we just went through is the reason that there's a need for someone to bring a better shopping experience to LA. That's what prompted us to move out here. I have a couple calls later. The next 2 biggest things, by the way, we need an operations manager. And I'm thinking about, I want an investor to basically fund the remaining expenses for the penthouse. Because right now, like when I look through this, the bills, like restoration hardware is right under $500,000, audio videos like a little over 200 grand, security cameras, I'm waiting on a quote from them, landscaping is like 75,000, and I think I'm gonna add some more trees. I'm gonna stage the art, and I still haven't, I ordered all of our office stuff from Cantoni. That's like 40 or 50,000. I still have 3 bedrooms, but what do you think if I put like a post on Instagram for a temporary investor?
Couldn't hurt.
Well, here's what I have so far. I need your feedback. Looking for a potential investor in my LA operation. I want a private individual, private money, not a lending institution. This is a brand new entity, so traditional funding will not work. Someone who understands the brand and can see my vision and believes in it. Also a watch guy, which I've always said the investor has to be into watches. If you know this person, send them a screenshot and have them text me. My number, sincerely appreciated.
So what type of terms are you looking for, and do you want it to be like similar to the investor for the Dallas office?
Ideally, I want a loan. Here's my thought process is if I can borrow the money to pay for the rest of the build out and the design of the penthouse, and then cover all you guys' salaries for say 2 months, basically pay every bill and every debt for the next 2 months, then I can just focus on building the foundation of the baseline operation. I've got to hire an operations manager. We're interviewing 3 bookkeepers right now. I have an operations assistant possibly starting in 2 weeks I'm going to talk to. So I want to cover all the expenses of that, but the big thing is covering the expenses for the penthouse. If I can do that, then I'm still going to do sales, but I don't have to focus so much on the sales. Right now, because I'm paying for everything as I go, if I earn $50,000 this week, I'm grinding all day long, or 50,000, whatever, then that money goes to pay the next portion of a bill. If I can borrow all that money and pay for everything, then I can, like I said, I don't have to focus so much on sales, and I can post the stuff, but it's not like what I'm doing all day. I'm not on my phone. They'll still sell, and as I make money, that'll go to it. But the main focus would be building out this experience, building out the foundation, and making sure that we've practiced it and perfected it. $1 million, I really don't want to give up equity for $1 million, or 1.3 is what I need exactly. But I don't want to give up equity for that, because no matter what rate I give it out, if I were to sell equity right now and then this penthouse design comes together the way I want it and the experience comes the way I want it, 6 months from now, that equity will be worth 5 times more. So it's like if I were to sell equity right now for $1 million, it would be something like 10%, 15%. It'd have to be like 10 or 15%. That's too much. If I wait 4 to 5 months, that same $1 million would be worth like 2 to 3%. It would relieve a lot of stress having it all paid for and then just focusing on
I
building.
mean, someone out there's got to see the vision of like
That's-
how big this is going to be.
That's the biggest thing is it's got to be like I've got to get in front of someone and just say, look, let me tell you the story of how I see this playing out and why I think it'll work here in LA. And if they can buy into that vision and they can see it, that's the kind of person that's going to invest because it's a brand new entity. Like it's going to be very hard for me to get traditional funding simply because it's brand new. It's a new location. I can use the Dallas financials, but being that it's like there's not any collateral to back it, it'll be hard. So we'll see. Maybe I have a fan out there that's like even through all this shit, it's still a fan and still. That's what I've got to find. I got to find someone that's the ups and downs, and they still believe in the vision. So $30. Felt disgusting afterwards, but it was so good.
Dude, I felt sick.
Man, I used to say last year I bought about right before the Rolex new releases. Is your Uber here?
It says 1 minute, but yeah, it looks like they're here.
All right. So what's y'all's plan? You're leaving. You fly back today. When are y'all getting on the road?
Flying back to Dallas now. Gonna grab a U-Haul van, the dog, cats, and then hit the road back out.
How long is the drive up here?
Like 22 hours, 23 hours.
How many days?
Depends how much I sleep.
9.
Dude, that's gonna be
I'm gonna sleep.
insane because you don't drink coffee.
No, I'm gonna try to do like 10-hour days.
10 hours, no coffee.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Kudos. Holler at me whenever y'all get in.
I'm gonna do
And I'll see you guys. What day you think you'll get here?
maybe Wednesday.
Wednesday. Okay. Let me know if y'all need anything.
All right.
We'll hold it down.
Cool.
All right. See ya.
All right, later. Tell Alex later.
I will.
By myself, dive into the rivers, let me drown. Let the lights come nearer. By myself, I close my eyes. By myself, dive into the rivers, let me drown. Let the lights come nearer. By myself, I close my eyes. Close my eyes and feel it. Close my eyes. Close my eyes. Close my eyes and feel it. Close my eyes. Close my eyes.
All right, Jimmy, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Z, you there? I wanted to introduce you to Jimmy's my former operations manager. Z's going to be my new operations manager. Run him down everything we've got going and everything that we're trying to do, and then I want to go over a bunch of notes with you guys on things I need to get up and running.
I just want to get you up to speed since, I'll be doing the operations for Dallas. I just want to make sure that I transfer all the information to you. That way you can hit the ground running. We got to move pretty quickly to get your business emails updated, get review the consignment and purchase agreements. I think Anthony said he's setting up new bank accounts with the new entity name.
I've renamed the entity, and that's already been filed. It's going to be just a Timepiece Gentleman, and I want to do everything as the Timepiece Gentleman across the board. I need new emails also, so one for me, one for Z, one for Liz, all at thetimepiecegentleman.com. And then I know we've got QuickBooks and HubSpot and several other platforms set up with the Anthony at Gentleman Timepieces email. Can we change all that over? And if we need to start new accounts, let's do that.
The logo should be the same. I think you might have to update the address and things like that.
It's actually really loud in here, guys. So I'm going to connect you to. I'm going to start texting you notes, stuff like the Google account, the BBB account, the LLC. So the website's almost live. I need to get credit card processing set up, and Z, you can do that with Joel for Eye for Fraud. I'll holler at both of you individually here in a little bit, okay?
Okay.
All right, thanks guys. Bye. So this is the original designer Morgan that was going to stage the entire apartment. I've decided to buy all the furniture that we want, but she's still going to maybe help me with art. So I'm going to meet her, see what they can do, see if there's any other pieces that I missed or some stuff. Oh, here it is. We're going to walk through, check it out, see what she can do for us. Hey, how are you? This is cool. Wow. Ooh, I love this.
Yeah, I wanted you to see it in person.
And this is all stuff you use for staging.
There's a lot of overlap.
Okay.
With a property like yours, nothing's off the table. Yeah, right.
I like the bed. I'm not a huge fan of the nightstands, but that's pretty neat. It's different. So what I was doing was, at first I was thinking about staging the whole thing.
Yeah.
And then I thought, well, I'll just buy everything that I want. Because I've always wanted a place with restoration hardware. That's like always been a goal of mine. So I went and bought a bunch of, like all my 2 living areas, my dining area, and then most of the patio stuff is all restoration hardware.
And they do outdoor really well, so
Okay.
can't argue with that.
I'll tell you what, because my bill's already insane right now.
Yeah.
Can you set me up a bedroom with this set in it? Do you remember when you walked in? You walk in, there's the grand entrance, the grand room, whatever.
Of course.
You take a left. There's the first bedroom, the second bedroom that's like all glass.
Yes.
And then on this corner is my bedroom.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna do 2 bedrooms.
Okay.
One, mine over here, and then his, which is the all glass.
Okay.
But then that first one, that's right here, I can send you pictures of it. I'm gonna make that an office.
How are you doing on art?
I need to look at some stuff. There's been a bunch of places that I've looked at.
Yeah.
I found stuff, again, I just kinda wanna buy some stuff.
Yeah.
I bought a couple pieces. I guess it just depends on what furniture goes in there. At this point now, because all the stuff that I'm wanting to buy, like I looked at a few bedroom sets I wanted to buy, they won't be here till August.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't want to wait
That's
that long. So,
everyone.
So now I think what makes sense is stick with the stuff that I've already bought, and then stage everything else.
Yeah.
And then I'll go back because I'd like everything in there for May 1st. So like, as much of it as I can, stage it all or stage what's left.
Yeah.
And then go back and buy the pieces and then just wait till they get here. You know what I do have is I have a ton of closet space.
Yes.
I'm never going to own enough stuff to fill that up.
Yeah.
So I was thinking that kind of looks cool. Is there something neat you can do with accent pieces just to fill little art pieces? Some of that, just so when you walk in the closet, it's not just an empty closet.
Yeah. Tell me if I'm way off on this, but I even had this thought of like, if you had, like framed pictures throughout, right? They're all sort of like uniform, but sort of telling a story almost of like
in the
sort
closet?
of beginning to current for your company,
cool.
So it's like black and white. It's very like.
That'd be really cool.
And then we mix it. Yeah, I thought about that.
That's nice.
And then maybe mix in some more like sculptural pieces. Okay.
Would you put a frame in with like a frame and then stuff around it to kind of?
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
The question is, can that and the whole bedroom be set up by May 1st?
Let me see what I can do. We lost a little bit of time in there, but if not by May 1st, maybe like a week or 2 after.
That's
I
fine.
would say like last 2 weeks of April, first 2 weeks of May.
That's fine.
Let's look at that.
Okay. Let me know what you need from me.
Okay,
All right.
sounds good.
Hey,
Yeah, you'll send
thank you.
everything over and we'll talk soon.
As soon as he sends me those pictures, I'll forward them to you immediately. Cool.
Amazing.
Yes, sir. Okay. Sounds good. All right, I'll be right back. I gotta go. I gotta grab some FedEx stuff. The Sea Dweller, it's the SD43, right? The red letter?
Yes.
What year? Do you know what year it is?
What's that? Yeah, it's a 21.
Right now, I want to say they sell pre-owned, probably 14 to 15.
I'll get
Okay, I'll text you the wire info right now. Shoot me a screenshot confirmation. As long as I can see that in the next hour or so, I'll go ahead and I'll package the watch up and I'll ship it to Dallas. And it'll be there.
I appreciate it.
It'll be there tomorrow morning.
Okay,
Cool?
cool. All right, brother.
All right, man.
I'll get that done here shortly. Thanks, Anthony.
Thank you, sir. All right, take care.
Okay,
Bye.
take care. Bye-bye.
Sweet. Sea Dweller is sold. All right, so we are heading to our new favorite sushi spot that's connected to the building across the street from ours. And I'm gonna interview one potential bookkeeper, and then we're gonna go have coffee, and I'm gonna interview a second one. So Madison and Jimmy have both vetted a dozen people out. These are the top 2 candidates that are kind of meet what we need, and I'm gonna make the final decision today. So this is Brian, one of my videographers, and then Leslie, one of our bodyguards. So one of the few. You hungry?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, so you talked to Madison and Jimmy? Liked them?
Yeah.
They liked you. They talked to about 10, maybe 12 different people, and they recommended me 2 people, and you were the top of the list. So tell me a little bit about you. How long have you been in LA?
I've been in LA for about 7 months now.
Okay.
I'm from New York originally. So here I've been working for a property management company, so I do bookkeeping for them. And before that I had 3 years of experience for a phone company, Cricket Wireless retailer. So not the Cricket Wireless corporate, but just a small business that owned 4 locations. So I was doing all the bookkeeping for the 4 Cricket Wireless locations.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's good to hear, because we've got, aside from the watch business, as the apparel business picks up, and then as the consulting and coaching programs pick up, I'll want to kind of integrate all those into just the same bookkeeper, so that works.
Yeah, absolutely. All of my experiences with small businesses, so I exactly understand like different ventures and always like trying to expand. Yeah, that's exactly what my experience is in.
Nice. Well, I'm going to turn this off, and but I wanted to introduce everyone to you. We're going to turn this off. Me and you are going to talk. We'll have some lunch and just relax. Cool. All right. I'll have Madison get with you, Minerva, to connect you, set up the QuickBooks. You've got my number. Anything you want, anything you need, text me. Realistically, we're looking at, we move in on May 1st. I'd say give us a week to get in, get settled, set up. So 2nd week of May, you'll start coming to the penthouse. Other than that, you'll just work remote. Or you can even come over to the house if you need to work with us one-on-one, just to kind of like, learn the business, the operation, stuff like that.
Whichever you prefer, just let
Cool.
me know. Yeah.
All right.
It was
Welcome.
so nice meeting everyone.
Welcome to the team.
Thank you so much.
Darby and Liz will be back this weekend. I may or may not be out of town. If not, I'll let you know. We'll all go out and do a dinner so you can meet them as well.
Absolutely.
Cool.
Sounds great.
All right. Looking forward to it. Thank you. Meteorite sold. Meteorite GMT. This sold for $95,000. Sold. AP Black Panther for $450,000. The Sea Dweller 43, reference 126603. This sold for $21,500. Those 3 are going out. I sold a 2-tone champagne dial Daytona, no, 2-tone black dial Daytona. But I shipped it out the other day and sent the wrong card. So this is also going out. The cards are going out. This needs to go to polish. This needs to go to polish. This needs to go to polish. All right, so today on the agenda, I gotta go to the bank and send a bunch of wires. I've got 4 watches going to polish, 3 watches are getting shipped out that were sold. We've got, I think that's it. I'm gonna try to do some deals in the car, but that's pretty much the bulk of the day today.
I'm coming home.
Grace. This is our new home. Come on. Come on. Go.
So much to see, so much to do. You ready? 21 hours in the car, Grace. Lots of junk food, a few sketchy gas stations. All right, we're home. Okay, I'm excited. Come on. Wow. What do you think, babe? If Grace approved.
Hey, buddy, are you at the Level building?
The Level building?
It's like 888 South Olive. Oh wait, are you wearing a red shirt?
Yes,
I just saw you. Walk back behind you.
Nice to meet you, man.
Anthony, nice to meet
Jake,
you.
nice to
That's
meet you.
Brian.
How's it going, man? How's it going?
Come on in. We're gonna eat, sit and talk. That's how I do my interviews.
For
I
sure.
hired our bookkeeper here 2 days ago, so
Nice. How do you like LA so far?
it's fun.
It is.
I love it.
Born and raised there, man.
Are you?
Yeah.
What
Born
part?
and raised. Calabasas, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Eventually, we'll get our own table, right?
Yeah.
And maybe a Sakana credit card, or just keep running it. Thank you, sir. All right, guys. So I've got Jake here. He's been reaching out. He's been very persistent in getting in touch with me because I'm very hard to get a hold of, and I just kind of put it off because there's a million things going on. But he's reached out about a potential sales position, and while I'm against hiring anybody that does not have watch experience, he comes from the car industry, and a lot of sales experience. But the main thing was just extremely persistent, which is an attractive quality for me. So we're gonna sit. I'm gonna take the cameras off. We're gonna sit, have lunch, and we're just gonna talk with no pressure of the cameras. But after we're done, I'll come back and I'll tell you how it went, what I thought, kind of that thing. So sounds good. Download WhatsApp and we'll get started.
We'll do.
Cool.
Thanks,
All right,
Anthony.
man. Thank you.
All right.
See you, bro.
All right, man. Take care.
Oh, so right off the bat, like I said, he's very persistent. He's got good sales experience, no watch experience, but I love the energy that he had. I can tell that with the right training, once he gets up to speed on the watch market and kind of just how to buy and sell calls that we have, I think he'll be pretty good. He seemed, from talking to him, he seemed like he was real adamant about following up, which is a huge thing when it comes to sales, and that's a problem that we've dealt with in the past, is just not following up and getting more leads than we can handle. I have a good feeling that he will be able to manage that, so I offered him a spot. He's going to start tonight. I said, all right, we need to go to Malca, to their downtown window. Malca, Amit, Los Angeles. I'm only going to buy meals for 2 days because I think Todd Abrams said he was sending us meals that should actually arrive today. So I'll buy enough food for us for today, tomorrow, and Friday, just in case those didn't come.
Yeah.
I'm gonna block you.
Why?
Cause this right here.
What happened?
Peanuts.
You don't like peanuts?
I hate peanuts. I hate peanuts more than I hate trolls on YouTube and Reddit. Actually, I will succumb to trolls and on YouTube and Reddit all day for the rest of my life if I never have to get a package with peanuts in it. Oh my God. I have peanuts all over my car now.
It's still the best and easiest way. I send out 500 boxes a day. It used to be fast. I can't wrap everything in bubble wrap.
I understand and I respect that. However, put a note in my account that no peanuts.
You know what I can't stand?
What?
Styrofoam. You know, like if you get a brand new printer, it comes with these styrofoam packaging.
Oh, and the crusties like come off. You never
that shit gives me fucking goosebumps. I can't stand it.
Dude, you never get rid of them. But see, now I have to like dump these all over the floor of my car.
Right.
To be able.
You can do that in the office. You don't have to do it in the floor of your car.
I am in my office. See this? It's a 40 square foot box of luxury that's mobile.
You're secure to it?
Yes.
Okay, good.
They're in like.
But somebody fucking runs up on you with a fucking machine gun.
Oh no, he's standing right there. So, hang on. I'm gonna take a look at this thing though.
What was I gonna ask you?
Fuck, it's beautiful. Hey, I have another one of these.
Papers for the watch that you sold me. When is that coming?
I'm gonna call him right now. He should be home, so I'll have to see if he can ship him to me today or tomorrow.
Okay.
Sounds
like.
Hey, tell Adrian I have another one of these being offered to me, and he's here local.
I feel like he's gonna tell you to try to buy it lower.
Yeah, I already told the guy $290. But he's like, no, my guy wants $309. He has an offer already. I was like,
so why he has an offer already. Why is he still shopping?
Exactly. Well, I told him, I was like, Mel, if you've already got an offer, I told you my buy price was $290, and you said you have an offer at $309. One, that's a random number, so I'm gonna go ahead and probably call your bluff on that, and I'm still gonna say my offer is $290.
Yeah, well, 309 definitely sounds like a random number.
Right, and if you already have an offer at $309, that's $19,000 more than I'm quoting. Why are you still trying to get me to come up a little bit more? I'm not coming to $309. He's like, well, you know, my boss just wants to see if you'll come up. Can you do $300? And I was like, why would you take $300 if you have $309? Yeah.
Love it.
All right, cool. Talk to you later. No peanuts. No.
Keep me posted on the box of papers for that, please.
I will. No peanuts.
All right, bye.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, dude.
Nice. Oh, shit. Pulled chicken bowl with cilantro rice.
Because it was a waste of time for these videos.
Yo, dude, an hour driving around trying to find healthy food, and here it was, waiting at our doorstep. Damn. Diablo shrimp. That was good. Ooh. The Titan breakfast burrito. Wow. Ground beef and broccoli. Awesome. Thank you, Todd. Sorry it took us forever to get you an address, but very much appreciated. Brian and I are thankful for this because Brian has been tempting me with sugar every single day, and I'm trying to stay strong. It's just not helpful. It's not working with someone that doesn't take the diet seriously.
That's not true.
Huge shout out to Icon Mills. Thank you, guys.
Because I've given this guy a huge deposit on this place. So hang on one second. I want you to explain this to her so she can get the ball rolling on this as well.
Yeah, I'm glad to talk to her. That's fine.
Okay, hang on one second.
All right.
How you doing?
No problem. Hi, Lee. Well, my name's Mr. Issa, ISSA. So, the court order, which I have left a copy of here at the house, says that I have the right to list the property for sale, I have the right to collect rents, I have a right to rekey the building, and a host of other things. The order is like 18 or 20 pages long. So one of Anthony's partners happens to be here. I've given him a copy of the order. Anthony was asking, I think, if I'm here to lock you out or evict you. The answer to that is no, assuming you guys have a valid lease and if you have made the appropriate payments under the lease, and if you are out, if the lease is through, I think, May the 3rd, then I'm okay with you guys staying here. Well, I'm not sure that I need to talk to him. What I really need to know is, do you guys have a copy of a signed lease, and have you made the payments? So I would assume that you guys have...
do. Everything's been paid up front.
Okay, so you guys presumably have copies of canceled checks.
Jesus, dude. Let me call Lee. What'd that guy say?
I don't know.
Is he still here?
Yeah, he's still here. Everyone's still here.
What's up, man? Lee.
Hey, Anthony.
Hey.
Hey, I'm Patrick on the phone with me. My first husband.
Hey, how's it going?
He's a partner. I'm the broker, and more than 2-3 times in the past couple of years. And he was under pressure because the guy is a builder and he is the real owner on title, and he's always been an honest, upfront guy. He's not going to lie and take our money and just. And he is the current owner. I'm looking at the title. It says Adam Ambrosia, irrevocable trust, and that's as of January 2020.
Yeah, I understand that, but what I want to know is I put out a sizable deposit on this place. If this, you watch it, you see enough of these things happen, and if they're here confiscating the house or surrendering it over and changing all the locks, then where's my deposit? I want it wired back immediately. You got to understand my concern when someone's here changing the keys, and I was presented this house as everything's all fine and dandy and it's the best house in the hills, and then 3 weeks later someone's here saying this guy hasn't paid his bills.
Did he add your lock? Comment, change your lock.
They're here right now changing the locks. They have a signed order from a judge.
Did he call the police, Patrick?
So I want my deposit back ASAP. I've paid the rent. I'll finish out my lease unless he won't. There's like 6 people here right now. Yes. I want my deposit. I want my deposit back ASAP.
Legal, Patrick? Yeah, we don't really know if that's even legal. To just go ahead and change the law.
Yeah.
But the guy said Anthony could stay there until the 3rd.
There's a. It's from a district court judge.
Do you have a copy of the paperwork?
Yeah,
We can give it to Lee and we can talk to a lawyer.
Yeah, it's here right now. Okay, he's gonna email this to you right now.
But I don't have your email address, presumably.
Text me your email address, Lee, so it's at the top of my thing.
Okay.
All right. All right. Bye.
Hi.
Hey. We just left. They've changed the locks.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna be honest. I don't even have to tell what I think's going on, but
When you asked him and you said, hey, out of fairness, I'd like my deposit back now, rather than when what did he say to that?
We have a legal contract. I honor my word. You're covered, but I've been in this business long enough, and I was in federal court last year for someone that did the same thing, that honored his word and had a lot of legal documentation, but he still made off with like $18 million. I've told him 3 or 4 times, look, I'm gonna finish out my lease, and I may even move out of the house. I don't care, because at this point I just don't feel safe. We've already been broken into once. Now 2 more people have keys to the house and the codes. I'd rather just go get a hotel for peace of mind. But I'm not gonna ask him for the money for rent back. I just want my deposit back.
Calling me.
Hey, Adam.
I'm so sorry that this is happening, but I assure you, this is just, nothing has changed. This lender's just done something illegal. He's going to have some major repercussions. These are $1 million paid white collar family men. These guys are not something you need to be worrying about at all.
Adam, I did not know this was an issue when I signed that lease. Okay, obviously nobody would know that, because they'd probably be hesitant to sign a lease where they're wiring $100,000 up front. Now,
no, it's not an issue. It's not an issue for you. Just so you know, that has nothing to do with your lease. This is a long time battle we've been going over for years.
I know I'm covered from a legal perspective as far as my lease. My deposit is what I'm worried about. When there's a financial issue like this, the first thing that always happens, and I have to play worst case scenario. Worst case scenario is that I get to finish out my lease, but I don't get my deposit back because there's no money to pay for it. For my own peace of mind, there's only 2 ways this plays out. Is one, I get my deposit back this week, I continue out my lease, you have that money, that's $68,000, that's yours, whatever, I don't care. I'll finish out my lease whether I even stay there or not, as long as I get my deposit back this week.
And obviously I'm operating outside of our contract, but you're important to me. And if that makes you happy, and if that makes you feel secure, then I'll do it.
Wire me 15 today, and we'll figure the rest out.
Done. I'll send it to you right now.
I'll text you my wire. I'll text it to you just so you have the correct stuff.
And I want to reiterate this, and I want you to hear me.
Yeah.
Long-term relationships are very important. They're
Same.
more important than money. And I've lost relationships, and every relationship I've lost really bothers me. And I don't want to ever lose relationships, especially over money, ever again.
You're saying you'll wire me 15 today. Let me see the wire, and then I have no worries. And then we'll talk. And dude, I am the king of coming back from major setbacks. So if this, dude, if you keep your word with me, sit down. I'd love to talk to you, and if you share what you want to share with me, I've probably never been in this. I've never been in this position, but shit, there's a first time for everything. You know, we can sit and talk and.
Dude, I would love
I don't know.
that.
Maybe there's a way that, like, if anything, I can give you peace of mind. And if here's the thing, dude. If shit's gonna hit the fan, this is gonna go get even worse and even worse and even worse before it gets better.
Yeah.
You know, my favorite saying is, "It is what it is. Let it happen, and then just figure out how to deal with it afterwards." Let's sit and talk, and I don't know. Tell me your story. I've told my story.
I would love it.
All right, so we're going to the West Drift Hotel. Oh shit, it's in Manhattan Beach. Damn, fuck. Hour and 13 minutes, we gotta go. Hey guys, real quick thing, because he was actually just puzzled why I was doing this. I'm washing this watch off because I just got it in and I wanted to clean it up and make it shine. It's a frosted AP. A lot of people ask how I clean watches, and it's simple. Soap and water. Dish soap and water. Make sure chronos are screwed in. Make sure chronographs are not running and your crowns are screwed in, but absolute best way to clean a watch, soap and water. If it's something like this, you can get a baby toothbrush and you can lightly scrub them to get in between the grooves and the bezel and everything, but you don't need any special techniques. You don't need any special anything, really. Soap and water. That's how I do the most of them. All right. Are you ready?
Yep.
Is Alex out here? Oh. All right, so we are off to go see Cam Hayward, who plays for the Pittsburgh Steelers. He was a referral from Joe, so here we go.
Don't touch the ball, it's over, call it over. We all know what this is gonna be. You came to fail the test, you met the best. Expected chess, but got monopoly. I came and bought you out, I knocked you out, I crouched you out with no apologies. I am the hope, the heart, the faith, the spark, the one who will fulfill the prophecy.
Now, the only tough thing you're gonna have.
My wrist is so damn big.
You're a big guy, so you're limp, but it's okay because whereas like the Rolex Daytona, any of this top row right here, this one right here is probably the most sought after. If not the most sought after watch in the world. It's a Rolex Daytona. Retail price is $13,100. Right now, this watch retails for $13,100 from Rolex. On the secondary market, which is my market, it trades anywhere between $50,000 and $55,000.
Wow!
At its peak, it almost touched $60,000. So right out of the gate, these things were trading double retail. 2-year wait list, 3-year wait list, 4-year wait list. Now it's just without having, $500,000-$600,000 spend history with Rolex. You're not getting one. This is probably the biggest bracelet I have. See if that'll fit on.
My hands are so damn big. It's not my wrist.
the problem is that even my wrist, that's full platinum.
Okay. Wow.
That watch retails at $82,000, and now it trades for $200,000.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a beautiful watch too.
I own this watch. I bought one back. I think I paid $88,000 for my first one, and I sold it to my business partner for $120,000. I bought another one for $120,000, and then I ended up selling it 3 months later for $150,000.
Wow.
Now they're touching. That was about 6 months ago. I sold my last one. and now they're touching 200,000. So how big this is. Oh, that won't fit. I might not actually have anything that fits your wrist. I'll give you like a quick little, just of the stuff I brought. I'll give you a quick little rundown of what it is. So this is like more entry-level stuff, a couple women's pieces, Cartier, and Date Just, Air Kings. These are essentially your entry-level Rolex. Like, want to go buy the first one, you're making that jump from no watch into a piece. The fluted bezel, the Jubilee bracelet, it's iconic. When you're wearing it, people know it's a Date Just because they know that look. So these are very popular for first-time buyers.
I'm looking at the GMTs a lot.
A GMT is got now. So these are all 40 millimeters. Even the subs, GMTs, and Daytonas are all 40 millimeters. But because of the case design on the sub, this case makes it wear a little bit bigger. And this has a slimmer case, so these wear smaller, even though they're the same millimeter. I didn't bring any tools either, did I? So you're not going to be able to try anything on except maybe the Richard Mille. That one you could fit. When it comes to investment, if you're thinking Rolex, so the first thing to think of is the three big brands, Rolex, Patek Philippe, and Audemars Piguet. Rolex, Patek, AP. Within those, you want to stick with sport models. So within the Rolex lineup, GMTs, subs, Daytonas. Sky Dwellers are safe right now, and they definitely trade over retail. That's a piece that I wouldn't buy. I wouldn't say buy a Sky Dweller for the long-term value, just because they're so new, we don't know what they're going to do.
Right.
But right now, retail is $14,400. This trades for $27,000, $28,000. So all the Sky Dwellers are over retail. They're still, I mean, they're safe to buy. And that actually may be an option that you look at because of the size. It's 42 millimeters. What I'm thinking for use AP is 41 millimeters with the chronos. And if you did a 41 millimeter chrono, that at least, it's not going to fit your wrist, but that has a bigger wrist presence on it and a thicker and a bigger look.
Oh, that's beautiful. This is an AP. How much do these retail for?
Retail, I want to say 120 roughly. And maybe I don't know right off the top of my head. I want to say 120. Secondary market's almost triple. It's 330. It's not out of date. Do you like a date on your watch?
I do.
Okay.
I'm starting to notice it because it's just doing seconds time.
It's got the running seconds at the bottom.
Okay.
And then what this hand is, it's actually a regatta timer. So you've got, it has a regatta timer on there so that, you see that little arrow right here?
Yeah.
What you can do is, you get to where you're 10 minutes from start.
Yeah.
You start your 10-minute countdown timer, and that's what this little red arrow does. It starts a 10-minute countdown. But you can use it. I mean, say you're cooking. You gotta cook for 10 minutes.
That's awesome. Pin or something?
Push pin. Yeah. If I had a pin, in some instances you have to improvise. So that's what we're gonna do. So this didn't work. We're gonna try toothpicks. And full disclaimer, I normally always have tools on me, so normally I'm very prepared.
Very good.
Did I just break the needle? Only took us 35 minutes and 3 toothpicks and 1 pin pusher, or 1 safety pin.
Oh yeah, I like that a lot. Oh man, you can't go wrong with either.
No. Alright, so I think I have. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So this is fully linked, so you're gonna probably need, check it. comfortably, I would say 2 more links. So, Cam Hayward just got himself his first Rolex. It's a 126710 BL&R. It's the new reference Batman, 40 millimeter. The newer reference, the older reference was discontinued, so this is a new one, updated movement, updated power reserve.
Oh, excited.
Cool.
Sounds good.
Hey,
Appreciate you, brother. Keep that Pepsi in mind too.
I will. I'm gonna save these, and I ask all my athletes.
Yes.
I need a jersey.
Okay.
A signed jersey to the TPG team or to Anthony. I'm gonna hang it in my office or whatever. I'm gonna put these right here as well. Sealed the deal. So.
Yes, sir. I finally got to wear it, so I got the deal done.
Anthony.
Hey Adam, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm good, man. Sunny weather here in Dallas, so.
Ah, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's a nice change, right?
Right, yeah, I came back for the weekend, so. And then I'm here finalizing some stuff, and I'm heading out. Actually, I'm heading back out in a few hours to go to Georgia tomorrow. Well, tonight, but for tomorrow for the Masters for a day.
Oh, man. That'll be a blast.
Oh, yeah. I wanted to call really quick and let you know that I got the wire, so that's good, and that you and I, we're good. We're, as far as I'm concerned, we're on great terms. You kept your word with me. I do want, when it's convenient for you though, I do want to hear your story, man. It's like, you know, I talked with you a little bit, and it sounded like there's, as with me, you know, I shared some of my story with you. It sounded like there's more stuff to you than meets the eye that people know, and I'd love to dive into that and learn a little bit about it.
I would love to as well. Well, first of all, glad you got the wire. I'm glad that you see I am who I say I am, and you know, I've already been planning on, and a lot of people expect me to write a book because I think it could really help other people.
Right.
And something that I've already started, and I'm already planning, but it has to be.
Well, we'll just hop on a phone call whenever when both of us can sit down and aren't distracted by anything else, and we'll just start there.
I'll set time aside for sure. So you just let me know what works for you this week, and I'll work around. And I'll make sure I set some time aside. Would love to have a conversation with you, and I know you're up to some cool things too. And shoot, it might be maybe even something that ultimately would help you.
All right, man. All right, well, have a good weekend, and we'll talk later. All right, take care, buddy.
Okay,
bye.
Okay, you too. Bye.
All right, I gotta go pack, and I'm off to Atlanta. I'll fly into Atlanta. I drive 2 hours to get up. I'll probably stay the night in Atlanta tonight, get up early in the morning, and drive over to Georgia, spend that Sunday at the Masters. And then I'm back to Dallas Monday morning, where after 6.5 years on parole and probation, I'm finally getting that thing off. So I'll be a free man in 3 days. It's gonna be exciting. So see you guys next week.
Hold me close.